The story of Adam and Eve. A lesson in obedience and consequences. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Among His magnificent creations was a beautiful garden called Eden, a paradise filled with lush greenery, vibrant flowers, and an abundance of fruit-bearing trees. In the heart of this garden, God placed the first man, Adam, and later created the first woman, Eve, from Adam's rib to be his companion. God gave Adam and Eve everything they needed and more. They lived in perfect harmony with nature and with each other. There was only one rule they had to follow. They were free to eat from any tree in the garden except for one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God warned them that eating from this tree would lead to their death. For a time, Adam and Eve obeyed God's command and lived happily in Eden. However, one day, a cunning serpent, who was more subtle than any other beast of the field, approached Eve. The serpent questioned her about God's command and planted seeds of doubt in her mind. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? The serpent asked. Eve responded, We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. You will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman. For God knows that when you eat from it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Eve looked at the tree and saw that its fruit was pleasing to the eye and desirable for gaining wisdom. She took some of the fruit and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. Immediately, their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. Feeling shame for the first time, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When they heard the sound of God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, they hid among the trees. God called out to Adam, Where are you? Adam replied, I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid. God asked, Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from? Adam blamed Eve, saying, The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it. Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent, saying, The serpent deceived me, and I ate. God then pronounced consequences for their disobedience. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly and eat dust all the days of its life. Eve was told that her pain in childbearing would be greatly increased and that her desire would be for her husband, who would rule over her. Adam was told that the ground would be cursed because of him, and through painful toil, he would eat food from it all the days of his life. They were then banished from the Garden of Eden to prevent them from eating from the tree of life and living forever in their fallen state. The story of Adam and Eve teaches us the importance of obedience to God and the serious consequences of sin. It highlights how temptation can lead us away from God's path, but it also sets the stage for God's redemptive plan for humanity through Jesus Christ. This narrative reminds us that while we may face the consequences of our actions, God's love and grace are always available to guide us back to Him.